Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2. You can see a storm has been brewing. We'll be following Camilla outside of the camp here. Moving on to Bleak Fall Barrow. Somewhere I haven't been in so long.
I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. Is it taking one?
This is just so therapeutic. But it's great to have you all for the next installment. Means you must have enjoyed episode 1. I'm glad to see it. Plenty more happening here. So, let's see. How far does she follow me?
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. He's such a child.
No problem. We'll talk more about her letter that we've got to give to your man later on. In the meantime, don't mind the hair. Must have been the wind blowing my hair about. I don't normally even go into third person, but look at the way the rain's hitting, the storm. It's... Oh! Avast thee, foul beast! Just a big left kick. He didn't see that one coming, did he now? Well, off we trundle. Up to Bleak Fall Barrow. One of the first dungeons many of us will remember doing in our time of Skyrim. Great to revisit the place. See what they've done with it in this mod pack. CSO's next gen one. I'll have it linked in the description if anyone wants to try their hand. It was actually pretty easy to install, I won't lie. And boy oh boy, was I glad I did it. You there! Who are ye? Okay, you immediately withdraw that, which means it's good times. Ah, you try and block that. Tell you what though, you'll be giving me that. Oh, it is go time, people. By the way, is that equipped? No, it's equipped. 375. Somebody is stop me. It's battle axe time.
That's your best, huh? That it? That your best?
Never should have come here. Oh. Okay, well you...
God, no!
Oh! That's called a rickety get wrecked, my friend. I'll take all your stuff. I'll take all your stuff. I have the carry weight. What else you got for me? Tankard and stuff. That's fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, a lantern's worth how much? I'll have to remember to check that out next time. Some apples. More apples. And a pear. Partridge in a pear tree. I knew there was a reason to coming up here. Potion of Magica. And some gold. I hate to say it. Don't get me wrong. The OG potions, I love. I love the look of them. These are unbelievable. Like, the assets. Wow. There's a mammoth camp nearby, too. Or a giant's camp. We'll probably be sent into the new Skyrim space program at some point. I'm sure they would never fix such a brilliant feature of the game. Okay. Put that in our backpack for now. But the barrow has been discovered. We're good to go. Avast thee, foul beasts! Surprise! No, you can't. Shouldn't have tried. He's got a warhammer. I think it does slightly more damage. I'll take it. We had a steel ingot. Nice. Ah, one of my favorite weapons of all time. The big, I'm gonna mess up your day weapon. Oh, you should not have got that off. Oh, no. That's it.
Damn you!
Yeah. Damn you indeed. Splat. I don't even... Cool guys don't need to look at what they're looting. I'll take it all. Creepy. I love the entrance. Wow. Some dead bandits. Don't I just love to see that? What? Ha! Dodged. Dodge this. And this. And that. Oh, you did dodge that. Fair enough. Fair play. I'm appraising you. I'm saying that was a good job. Just wasn't good enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to start dropping stuff. Because y'all are just too heavy. You carry too much stuff. That's the problem here. I'll take that. Ooh, an Arskeever. Their tails are useful crafting items. Ugh, cobwebs. Wow. See? I'm trying to be interactive too. Oh, a ring. Lovely. I do need a torch. This is something I'm most definitely going to get at some point. Well, we ain't going that way. I don't remember that. That's really creepy. I don't have a companion to turn into a little mule. We'll have to make do.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Ooh.
Why you smear?
Pay for that! Victory is yours! I submit!
I'm glad you submit. Submit to this. Ooh. You had a torch though. I won't lie. I'm very pleased at this. You've done well bringing that to me. Okay, sir. I leave to you some of the more useless stuff that I don't require. What's heavy and useless? This, that, definitely that, and arguably that. It seems in Skyrim I'll be wanting to pick up armor more than anything. Ah yes, use guys. Okay, so not just any arrows. They're poison arrows. Lovely. Okay, so the password is a snake, and a wheel. Snake. Ooh, wheel. Or fish, or whatever. Well, good news is I got that right. They got this right, though. That is cool. Although, tell you what. Where'd that torch go? Hey, we got some reading material. Thief. Increases your pickpocket by Ravin. If the reader has not yet had the pleasure of reading the first volume in this series on the life of Eslaf Elrul Beggar, he should close this book immediately, for I shan't recap. I will tell you this much, gentle reader. When we last saw Eslaf, he was a boy, an orphan, a field beggar running through the wild winter woods of Skyrim, away from his home of Elrugard. He continued running, stopping here and there for many more years until he was a young man. Eslaf discovered that among his ways of getting food, asking for it was the most troublesome. It was easier to find it in the wilderness or take it from an unguarded market stall. The only thing worse than begging to get food was begging for the opportunity to work for the money to buy. That seemed needlessly complicated. Now, as far as Eslaf was concerned, he was best off being a scavenger, a beggar, and a thief. He committed his first act of thievery shortly after leaving Errolgard. While in the southern woods of Tambakar, in the rugged land near Mount Jansen, just east of the village of Horbeld? What a name. Eslaf was starving. Having not eaten anything but rather a scrawny raw squirrel in 4 days, he smelled meat cooking and then found the smoke. A band of minstrel bards were making camp. He watched them from the bushes as they cooked and joked and sang and flirted. For he could have asked for some food, but so many others had refused before. Instead, he rushed out, grabbed the piece of meat from the fire and winced from the burns, and scrambled up the nearest tree to devour it while the bards stood under him and laughed. "What is your next move, thief?" giggled a fair, red-headed woman who was covered with tattoos. "How do you intend to disappear without us catching and punishing you?" As the hunger subsided, Eslaf realised that she was right. The only way to get out of this tree without falling in their midst was to take the branch down to where it hung over a creek. It was a drop over a cliff about 50 feet. That seemed like the wisest strategy, so Eslaf began crawling in that direction. "You do know how to fall, boy," called out a young Khajiit a few years older than Eslaf. Thin but muscular, graceful in his slightest movements. "If you don't, you should just climb down here and take what's coming to you. It's idiotic to break your neck when we just give you some bruises and send you on your way." "Of course I know how to fall," Eslaf called back, but he didn't. He just thought the trick of falling was to have nothing underneath you and let nature take its course. But 50 feet up, when you're looking down, is enough to give anyone pause. "I'm sorry to doubt your abilities, Master Thief." Thought it said Master Chief there, like we're going into Halo. Said the Khajiit, grinning. "Obviously you know how to fall feet first with your body straight, but loose to avoid cracking like an egg. It seems you are destined to escape us." Eslaf wisely followed the Khajiit's hints and leapt into the river, falling without much grace, but without hurting himself. In the years that followed, he had to make several more drops from even greater heights, usually after a theft, sometimes without water beneath him, and he improved the basic technique. When he arrived in the western town of Jelenheim, on the morning of his 21st birthday, it didn't take him too long to find out who the richest person was, most deserving of being mugged. Or burgled. An impregnable palace in a park near the centre of town was owned by a mysterious young man named Shulabud. Or Shuabulad? That. Eslaf wasted no time in finding the palace and watching it. A fortified place he had come to learn like a person, with quirks and habits beneath its hard shell. It was not an old place. Evidently whatever money Shubit had was put into it fairly recently. It was regularly patrolled by guards, implying the rich man was fearful of being burgled, with good reason. The most distinctive feature of the palace was its tower, rising 100 feet above the stone walls, doubtless giving the occupant a good defensive view. Eslaf guessed that it was Subud, who was paranoid as he guessed him to be. The tower would also provide a view of the palace storehouse. The rich man would want to keep an eye on his fortune. That meant that the look couldn't be directly beneath the tower, but somewhere in the courtyard within the walls. The light in the tower shone all night, so Eslaf boldly decided that the best time to burgle was at the light of day. Sobud must sleep. When he's sleeping, that would be the time the guards would least expect the thief to pounce. And so, when the noon sun was shining over the palace, Eslaf quickly scaled the walls near the front gate and waited, hidden in the crenellations. The interior courtyard was plain and desolate, with a few places to hide, but he saw that there was 2 wells. One the guards used from time to time to draw water and slake their thirst. But Eslaf noticed the guards would pass by the other well, never using it. He waited until the guards were distracted just for a second by the arrival of a merchant wagon bearing goods for the palace. While they were searching his wagon, Eslaf leapt elegantly, feet first, into the well. It was not a particularly soft landing, for as Eslaf had guessed, the well was not full of water, but gold. Still, he knew how to roll after the fall and didn't hurt himself. In the dark subterranean storehouse, he stuffed his pockets with gold, was about to go to the door which he assumed would lead to the tower, when he noticed a gem the size of an apple, worth more than all the gold that was left. Eslaf found the room, for it was down his pants. The door did indeed lead to the tower, and Eslaf followed up a curving stairwell, walking quietly but quickly. At the top, he found the master of the palace's private quarters, ornate in gold, with valuable artwork and decorative swords and shields on the wall. Eslaf assumed the snoring lump under the sheets was soon abud, but he didn't investigate too closely. He crept out the windows and looked out. It was going to be a difficult fall for certain. He needed to jump from the tower, past the walls, and hit the tree on the other side. The tree branches would hurt, but they would break his fall, and there was a pile of hay he had underneath the tree to prevent further injury. Eslaf was about to leap when the occupant of the room woke up, yelling, "My gem!" Eslaf stared at him for a second, wide-eyed. They looked alike, not surprising since they were brothers. Eslaf Erold's story is to be continued in the book The Warrior. There you go, a bit more on the thief. Okay, well, the torch should give us a wee bit more light. And we'll have a sword to kind of help out. I'll put it away and we'll just... Oh my god! Get... Skeevers. That levels up at all? No, it didn't. Scroll of Fireball and a weakness potion. I need to stop picking up them linen wraps. They don't really account for much, I think. Potion of light feet and minor healing. I will take all. Bah. Oh my god! It's a giant spider! What is all these frightening encounters? Well, it's sledgehammering time. Okay, so this spider has taken an awful lot. My game crashed, so we're back trying to kill him again. The Scroll of Fireball might have to be used here. This is not good. Oh, but leveling up, that helped out quite a bit. Right, let's see. Where's my two-handed? Can I, like, upgrade you again? Okay, well, we deal now a lot more. And Warhammer... Yeah. How do I use these again? How does this work?
Don't let it get held.
Well, that just seemed to piss him off. That didn't do nothing.
Don't let it get
Maybe arrows. It's arrow time.
Kill it.
Hey, it's not doing too bad.
Held. Get it away from me. Get it away. Kill it.
I remember you being so difficult to kill. Ah, stay away. Do you know what? No. No. You're going out the way I came in. Get back here. Ooh, wrecked. Well, it seems the only thing that wasn't out was the gold.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Hand it over first.
Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Okay, well, I'll give it to him. That makes sense.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
See if I have to kill you. I will happily do it.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Get your ass back here. Don't you run away from me. Cinematic. As can be. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, that's better than the OG one. So it's bear, butterfly, whatever. I don't know what the last one is. Anyway, I will be taking everything. Harful's journal. We'll have a little nosy at that after we figure out how to open whatever it is we're doing. I'll need to make sure. Can you put them in like a quick equip? Like a favorite? And then I put you in a favorite, right? Oh, does it only work for... Oh, no. Okay, I'm not too sure how much... or how that favorite button works. I just kind of want to look around. That was worth every bit of it. Okay, most of the other urns may be empty and useless, but that's okay. Because we stopped him from running away. Didn't we, Arvel the Swift? We aren't so swift then, were ya? That's where you would see like a lot of the Draugr. Speaking of Draugr, there he is. I notice we're also not wearing our helmet, which probably would explain why we're taking so much damage. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Let me see. I'll take the sword. Oh. Get some. Oh, damn. Okay, the two of these guys are tag teaming me, and I don't like it. By the way, on my reload, because I had to go through the whole temple again by myself, there was the most brutal takedown. So I'm really looking forward to you all seeing that kind of takedown later on. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. That's one of the swingy doors of death. Huh. I was lucky. Oh. Why can't I loot you? Oh, restless one. No. Oh! He knows magic and shit. Well, joke's on you. I have a level up. At just the right time. My Warhammer's gonna ignore most of your armor. So restless now. Ooh. Standard. No, I'm looting. Then I'll go deal with you. Oh, beatdown. Honestly, the fella was better equipped going through that. Okay, well that stops that. Huh. You know, one of the things that could be like ignited? I won't question that too much. What are you? Oh shit, you have a battle axe. Okay, hunting bow, I guess. Kinda worked. Okay, back to the war axe. Don't worry, I'll get the hotkeys sorted. I thought he was about to do a finishing move on me. I was like, nah. Warhammers do the same damage, so I'm not missing out on anything. Oh. My God, there's so many of them! Alright, let's just Warhammer time. Beat down. Tell you what, that armor reduction, massive. Did I just sit and heal? Am I gonna have to sit and heal? I will die on the next hit, so savey save. Be gone. Stay back. I mean, I deserve that. I 100% deserve every bit of that. Oi! No! Oh, I hit the wall. I hit the wall! Oh, these silly drugs. Draggers. Oh, it even shows you what you have read and what you haven't read. That's pretty cool. Here's zombie. Sparks. Oh yeah. It's zombie time. Go, zombie. Ah! Zombie! Zombie help! Okay, well, hopefully me and Zombie can take out this guy together. Hey, my zombie. I have to remember that. I love the fact we have a zombie running about with us now. It's brilliant. Shit. Oh. That is not mine. Or that is mine, sorry. Ow. Get him! No! Oh, well. That worked out. That worked out real well. Love to see it. Amethyst. Ah, my mother's favourite gemstone. Quite the borough, isn't it? Guess that's why they call it Bleak. Bleak Falls Borough. Little mushrooms. Wait a minute, why does this go two ways? There are a few of them down there. Ah, right. I've got with the program here. Wow. Tell you what, that armor reduction is massive. Mucho Warhammer, mucho damage is my current mantra for how this is going. Can't go that way, so no, there is a chest down here. I kind of figured there'd be something worthwhile. Pity. I can't really carry it. Wait, no, I just killed you. Oh. Ha! I went the wrong way. We go this way. Where the unharvested glowing mushrooms are. Nom 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 nom. These will make a fine soup. Or whatever it's crafted into. I'd imagine it'd be like a glowing mushroom soup. I like mushroom soup. Therefore glowing mushrooms sounds pretty good to me. Oh, I don't hit through that. Oh dear. Get away from me. Ah, that's better. Who's your daddy now? That's one thing I love about Skyrim is that you can tackle a master our only apprentice level chest we've opened thus far, and it gives me the mighty 1 gold. 1 peso. That's it. That's all we got. Into the Bleak Falls Sanctum now. Loading screens are viciously fast. It's quite something. Ooh, is this cold? Whoa. Oh. Smack him about. Ah, oh, come on. I want to try and get one of the bows off here. Come on. Let there be light. Used to be an adventurer like you till I took an arrow to the knee. I'll take my arrows back. Thank you very much. Level 6. Let's go. I'll actually put some in the stamina. Perks to increase. I have 2? I don't know what other ones we should be taking. Armor rating for light armor. We'll probably be taking heavy armor for the majority of this game. Speech. Buying and selling prices? Damn right. I haven't looked through all the perks, and I have no idea what I would have normally went for. So, I guess it's time to swap over to the torch. And this casually gets me the raised zombie perk. That's nice. Oh, hey. You get up and come help. Where's my zombie? Come on, zombie! We're going on an adventure. Tom and the zombies' adventures. Ah, yes. What's an aisle? No, he turned into a pile of ash. I'm pretty sure I picked up all his stuff, but the game's telling me otherwise. I can't argue with him. What is in here? Oh, lovely. Nope. I'm like Gandalf right now. I have no memory of this place. Or maybe it's just how it looks. Because it looks gorgeous. Word of power learned. Force. Unrelenting force. Oh, hello. Wow. This guy don't look very friendly at all. It looks like he's about to get sparked. Yeah, well. Can I equip said shite? Oh. Just a wee pinch. Just pinch him with that. Right. Oh my god, it's damage. Get out of my way. See? Dragonstone. An ancient tablet depicting a map of dragon burial sites? Oh, you're coming me sort of chills. Come to Papa. What we got? Gimme, gimme. Meh. Ooh, heavy soul gem. Ooh, poison. Linen wraps, and that's all she wrote. Is that all she wrote? Is that it? Anything lying around here that we could have a little look-see at? Anything to reward the daring explorer? Yes! Fantastic. I didn't actually expect the game to answer back in that way, but there's a novice chest. That's about it there. No worries. I'm happy with that, I must say. I think that one chest is good enough for me. Good enough. Oh, what's that? It's blue. That's what put me over the carry. We had a potion. I'll do. Well, that's one of the first major places. Sorted. Snowberries. Nice, out we go. Well, I can't see nothing. Well, that explains a lot. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Well, makes it slightly better, but we'll just wait until morning. Now that is much better. Wait, this isn't the giant's camp, is it? No, there's just a few dead giants near it. From the moor. So where am I right now? Oh. Well, fast traveling's not what we need to do. There is some sort of ruin nearby. Right here, to be more precise. Oh. Oh! Slaughterfish. I'll have to get creative with use. But the underwater looks really cool. How silly does this look? Oh, they nibbled at me. Must be close to the fisherman's camp. Anyway, we'll cross over. There are no slaughterfish to be found. They'll probably leave me alone now.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh.
Move along, you citizen. You're interfering. Move along.
Who are you?
I am a Thormore Justiciar on important business. You're dead. Until next time. Walk away, now.
A zombie? What? What's a zombie all about? Are these zombies? Oh my god, what are you? A bone wolf? Okay, well that's definitely been added since I last played. I don't know what that is. It's not added by the mods. I think that must be Creation Club stuff. Are we near something that maybe... Oh.
Well met, traveler. Do you come to watch the dance of bones? To pay homage? Or to learn the craft?
Oh, do you do like raise zombies? I'm willing to learn, but I'm not exactly sure what you're teaching.
It doesn't matter. I'm not taking disciples. My time is devoted to perfecting my art. This is my latest creation.
What exactly is going on?
What you see before you is art in its purest form, unbound by the conventions of society, free to show the naked truth. Do not touch the artwork.
Alright, Carmela, do travelers take issue with your display?
Appreciation takes many forms.
That's a
The most
yes.
spiteful criticism is usually reserved for the most thought-provoking of art. So, I take their criticisms as a compliment.
That's fair enough. Okay, are you a necromancer? Or, well, why did you set up your art show here?
The more people view an art piece, the more interpretations are derived from it. Like a flower to the sun, the art flourishes when the light of the people is cast upon it.
Okay, the more people see this, the more you're endangering your life, though.
I'm more than willing to die for my art.
Well, she does have an
Still,
army around her.
I have made some compromises to protect myself. Using skeletons in place of living bodies is one example.
Are you a necromancer?
Necromancer? I'll forgive your crude mistake. After all, many fail to see the beauty in that which is soiled. I do not practice the art of necromancy. I practice necromantic art.
Oh.
The distinction is rather important.
What do you mean by necromantic art?
I use the tools of conjuration to make art pieces that reflect the human condition, the struggles of man, his joy, his sadness, his frailty. His clothes are stripped, his bones bared for all to see. Yet even an artist cannot fully understand a work through a single set of eyes. Tell me, stranger, how does this piece make you feel?
Oh, it's one of these ones. Angry. Cautious. When I see a skeleton, I see a threat. Angry, these skeletons were people with lives once. The whole thing is nonsense and never been one for Angry.
Yes, that is precisely
Fair
why
enough.
it's so provocative.
Okay, she enjoyed that
Feel
answer.
I am desecrating these bodies, using people as props. But ask yourself this. If a man loses a tooth or a limb, is he still not a man? Where does the body end and the man begin?
That's easy. The soul is what makes us who we are.
Is it? Can a soul exist on its own? The black soul gem fragments on this altar once contained a human soul. If that is the true essence of man, should that not be more offensive than skeletons?
Ooh. Where'd you learn to conjure?
I trained at the college of
Ah,
Winterhold, where necromancy is legal and accepted, but only for research and study. My views regarding the artistic potential of the undead were not readily embraced.
Are you saying you were banned?
The parting was mutual. But I'll say this. Contrary to what some may tell you, I have no interest in using the dead as a weapon. If we truly wish to understand the nature of our existence, we must bring death to life and life to death, so the two may define the void between.
Was there anything you miss about the college?
Only the presence of my colleagues. So many brilliant minds, each a treasure trove of the profound. Some, like Master Gester, would challenge your mind with hypotheticals, questions that had no answer.
Give me an example of a hypothetical.
Very well. Consider the following. In your travels, you come across a man living in an abandoned house.
This is interesting.
There is evidence that he is a deplorable man, a murderer, a rapist, a thief. However, he is also a brilliant alchemist. He is on the verge of a breakthrough potion that will cure any disease. This is important, as a new plague is spreading across the land. However, if the man is allowed to sell the potion, he will become very powerful and very rich.
Ooh.
Many will suffer at his hands.
That's a wild one.
What do you do?
Kill the
As a
man.
traveler, and learn more about yourself.
I kill the man. If he has no notes, so be it. Plague comes and goes. Spare him. There will always be murderers, but none so vile as a plague. I played the long game, help the man cure the world, learn his secret, then kill him. This man who you speak of, we share similar appetites. I spare him. There will always be murderers, but none so vile as a plague.
You see the carnage before you, the bodies of children, the journals detailing the man's despicable acts. Yet you keep your mind logical and cold. Can this be called virtue, or the sign of a leader, ready to make the hard decision? Does one want a leader who rules without compassion?
Wow. Another
As you
hypothetical.
wish.
Oh, she got another one?
You're exploring a cave when you step on a trap loaded with poison darts. The darts, you discover, are tipped with a strange toxin. Turns out this toxin is bound to a magic spell. It gives you a mild sensation of pleasure, but only when you hear the words, thank you.
Thank
On
you.
the contrary, the words please result in a mild sensation of pain. Do you consider this change positive or negative? And are you more or less likely to help someone as a result? Think on that and discover yourself. Do you have any plans for your body
Okay.
upon death? If not, you may wish to consider a donation to advance the cause of art.
Well, nothing's considered stealing except the soul gem, the sword, and the moon sugar. I'm assuming I can read the book. I might be able to take it though. I will read it anyway. Hearthfire. Oh, Conjuration. Book 9 of 2920, the last year of the First Era, by Karlovac Townway. Okay, Gideon Blackmarsh. The Empress Tavia lay across her bed, a hot late summer wind she could not feel banging the shutters of her cell to and fro against the iron bars. Her throat felt like it was on fire, but she was still sobbed uncontrollably, wringing her last tapestry in her hands. Her wailing echoed through the hollow halls of Castle Geovisi, stopping maids in their washing and guards in their conversation. One of her women came up to the narrow stairs to see her mistress, but her chief guard stood in the way and shook his head. She's just heard that her son is dead, he said quietly. The Imperial City, Cyrodiil, a little later. Your Imperial Majesty, said the potent Versidue Shay through the door. You can open the door, I assure you you're perfectly safe. No one wants to kill you. Mara's blood, came the Emperor Rimmon III's voice, muffled, hysterical, tinged with madness. Someone assassinated the prince and was holding my shield. They could have thought he was me. You're certainly correct, Your Imperial Majesty, replied the potentate, expunging any mocking qualities from his voice while his black-slitted eyes rolled contemptuously. And we must find and punish the evildoer responsible for your son's death, but we cannot do it without you. You must be brave for your empire. There was no reply. At the very least, came out and signed the order for Lady Rege's execution, called the potentate. Let us dispose of the one traitor and assassin we know of. A brief pause, and then the sound of furniture scraping across the floor. Remen opened the door just with a crack. But the potentate could see his anger, fearful face, and the terrible amount of ripped tissue that was used on his right eye. Despite the best healers in the Empire, it was still a ghastly souvenir of Lady Raja's work in Thuso Fortress. Hand me the order, the Emperor snarled. I'll sign it with pleasure. Obviously, she must have poisoned him. The strange blue glow, well, this is in Gideon and Cyrodiil again. Or it must be the person writing it. The strange blue glow of the will-o-wisps, a combination, so she had been told, of the swamp gas and spiritual energy, had always frightened Tavia as she looked out her window. Now it seemed strangely comforting. Beyond the bog lay the city of Gideon. Oh no, it is a city then. It was funny, she thought. She had never stepped foot in its streets, though she had watched it every day for 17 years. Can you think of anything I've forgotten, she asked, looking back on the loyal Kothrungi Duke. Or something like that. I don't know. It says a 3, a UU, and a K. I wonder what that means. Anyway, I know exactly what to do, he said simply. He seemed to smile, but the Empress realised that it was only her own face reflected in the silvery skin. She was smiling. She didn't even realise. Make certain you weren't followed, she warned. I don't want my husband to know where the gold's been hiding all these years. And do take your share of it. You've been a good friend. The Empress Tavia stepped forward and dropped from sight into the mists. Junk replaced the bars on the tower window and threw a blanket over some pillows in the bed. With any luck, they would not discover the body till morning, at which he'd be halfway to Morrowind. The strange trees on all the sides resembled knobby piles crowned with great bursts of reds, yellows, oranges, like insect mounds caught fire. This is in Pygaris in High Rock. The Wolfgardian mountains were fading into the misty afternoon. Turla marvelled at the sight, so alien, so different from Morrowind, as she plodded the horse forward into the open pasture. Behind her head, nodding against his chest, Tazir slept, cradling Bosriel. For a moment, Turla considered jumping the low-painted fence across the field, but she thought better of it. Let Cyril sleep for a few more hours before giving him the reins. As the horse passed into the field, Turla saw the small greenhouse in the next bill, half hidden in forest. So picturesque was the image, she felt herself lull into a pleasant half-sleeping state. A blast of a horn brought her back to reality with a shudder. Kassir opened his eyes. "Where are we?" he hissed. "I don't know," Turla stammered, wide-eyed. "What's that sound?" "Orcs," he whispered. "A hunting party. Head for the thicket, quickly." Turla trotted the horse into the small collection of trees. Kassir handed her the child and dismounted. He began pulling their bags off, throwing them into the bushes. A sound started then, a distant rumbling of footfall, growing louder and closer. Turla climbed off carefully and helped Tazir unburden the horse. All the while, Bosriel watched open-eyed. Turla was sometimes worried that her baby never cried. Now she was grateful for it. With the last of the luggage off, Sasir slapped the horse's rear, sending it galloping into the fields. Taking Tullara's hand, he bunkered down in the bushes. "With luck," he murmured, "they'll think she's wild or belongs to one of the farms, and won't go looking for the rider." As he spoke, a horde of orcs surged into the field, blasting their horns. Turla had seen orcs before, but never in such abundance, never with such bestial confidence. The roaring with delight at the horse in its confused state. They hastened past the timber where Sasir, Turla, and Bosriel hid. The wildflowers flew into the air at their stampede, powdering the air with seeds. Turla tried to hold back a sneeze and thought she succeeded. One of the orcs heard something, though, and brought another to investigate. Tazir quietly unsheathed his sword, mustering all the confidence he could. His skills, such as they were in spying, not combat, but he vowed to protect Turla and her babe for as long as he could. Perhaps he would slay these two, he reasoned, but not before they cried out and brought the rest of the horde. Suddenly, something invisible swept through the bushes like a wind. The orcs flew backwards, falling dead on their backs. Turla turned and saw a wrinkled crone with bright red hair emerge from a nearby bush. "I thought you were going to bring them right to me," she whispered, smiling. "Best come with." The three followed the old woman through a deep crevasse of bramble bushes that ran through the field toward the house on the hill. As they emerged on the other side, a woman turned to look at the orcs feasting on the remains of the horse, a blood-soaked orgy to beat to the beat of multiple horns. That horse yours?" she asked. When Sasir nodded, she laughed loudly. "That's rich meat, that is. Those monsters have belly aches and flatulent in the morning. Serves them right." "Shouldn't we keep moving?" whispered Tulla, unnerved by the woman's laughter. "They won't come up here," she grinned, looking at Bosriel, who smiled back. "They're too afraid of us." Turla turned to Kassir, who shook his head. "Witches. Am I correct in assuming this is the old barman's farm from the home of Skeffington Coven?" "You are, Pep," the old woman giggled girlishly. "Pleased to be so infamous. I am Minister Skeffington." "What do you do with those orcs?" asked Turvilla. "Back there in the thicket." Spirit fist right side of the head," Mistress said, continuing to climb up the hill. Ahead of them was a farmhouse grounds, a well, a chicken coop, a pond, women of all ages doing chores, the laughter of children at play. The old woman turned and saw that Tula did not understand. "Don't you have witches where you come from, child?" "None that I know of," she said. "There are all sorts of wielders of magic in Tamriel," she explained. "The psychics study magic like it's painful duty. The battle mages in the army on the other end of the scale hurl spells like arrows. We witches commune and conjure and celebrate. To those orcs, I merely whispered to the spirits of the air, Armano Pina Talitha, the fingers of Kenneth, and the breath of the world, in whom I have an intimate acquaintance, to smack those bastards dead. You see, conjuration is not about might or solving riddles or agonizing over musty scrolls. It's about fostering relations, being friendly, you might say. When you raise a zombie up from the dead, that's pretty friendly. Well, we certainly appreciate you being friendly, boss, said Kassir. As well you might, coughed Minister. Your kind destroyed the orc homeland 2,000 years ago. Before that, they never came all the way up here and bothered us. Now let's get you cleaned up and fed. With that, Nista led them into the farm, and she met the family of the Skeffington Coven, the Imperial City. Raja had not been had not tried to sleep the night before, and she found the somber music played during her execution to have a soporific effect. It was as if she was willing herself to be unconscious before the axe stroke. Her eyes were bound, so she could not see her former lover, the Emperor, seated before her, glaring his eyes. She could not see the penittent visage, his coil neatly wrapped beneath him, a look of triumph in his face. She could feel numbly the executioner's hand touch her back to steady her. She flinched like a dreamer trying to awake. The first blow caught the back of her head, and she screamed the next hack through her neck, and she was dead. The Emperor turned to the penitent wearily. Oh. Now that it's done, you said she had a pretty sister in Hammerfell named Corda. Now in Dwinnen, High Rock. The horse the witches had sold him was not as good as his old one, Kassir considered. Spirit worship and sacrifice and sisterhood might all be well and good for conjuring spirits, but it tends to spoil beasts of burden. Still, there was little to complain about. With the dumber woman and her child gone, he had made excellent time. Ahead were the walls surrounding the city of his homeland. Almost at once, he was set upon by his old friends and family. "How went the war?" cried his cousin, running to the road. "Is it true that Vivek signed a peace with the prince, but the Emperor refuses to honour it?" "That's not how it was. Was it?" asked a friend, joining in. "I heard that the Dummer had the prince murdered, and they made up a story about a treaty, but there's no evidence for it." "Isn't there anything interesting happening here?" Kassir laughed. "I really don't have time, or the least interest in discussing the war of Vivek." "You missed the procession of Lady Corda," said friend. "She came across the boy with full entourage and then east of the Imperial City." "But that's nothing. What was Vivek like?" asked his cousin eagerly. "He was supposed to be a living god. If Shigarath stepped down and they need another god of madness, he'll do," he said, laughing. "And the woman?" asked the lad, who had seen the Dummer ladies on very rare occasions. Kassir merely smiled. Turla Skeffington flashed into his mind for an instant before fading away. She would be happy with the coven, and her child would be well cared for. But they were part of the past now, a place in a war he wanted to forget forever. Dismounting the horse, he walked into the city, chatting of trivial gossip of life on the Illic Bay. Wow. Can I take it? You gonna kill me for that? No? Bye, Carmela.
I think my next project will be a conjured skeleton made from the bones of 20 different men. The artistic value in that.
She was a little creepy. That was a good story. Anyway. As I said, this run's gonna have it all. Give me all the butterflies. Oh man. I had like a wee spot there where I could just grab all of them. Nice. Nice. Nice! Ah, come on. You've all done it before where you're just grabbing butterflies. A labourer.
Yes?
Yeah, well, good conversation, I guess. Riveting. Rifteding? Nah, that doesn't work as well. Oh, steal a horse? I guess they don't want to talk to me.
Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, headquarters is...
What's up here? Shrine or something? Shrine to Talos. Hey! The main man. Oh, man. That's less good. Dirty Thalmor. Doing Thalmor things, no doubt. I'm totally not going to take everything here. I don't know what the Blessing of Talos does, so let's find out. Oh, fortify shouts. Okay, well, that's of no use. Oh, Imperial... Oh, a Thalmor soldier's here? Dead? An Imperial outcast? What? Who are these people? Okay, there's some interesting stuff we just picked up. Let me read this letter, and then we're going treasure hunting. Oh, I need my glasses almost for this. Arnath, I heard about your recent discharge. I hate to see the Legion lose such a capable officer, but I believe this was for the best. Good gods, man, it's not as if you made any effort to conceal your beliefs. With the way you kept carrying on about Talos, it wasn't going to be long before the Thalmor caught on. As I've tried to tell you, we need to maintain appearances. The long-term survival of the Empire depends on it. You should act yourself, or get yourself a nice piece of land somewhere far from this bloody war where you can settle down and find some peace. But I know you're a soldier at heart and you'll keep fighting regardless of whether you have an army behind you. I suspect we'll be hearing from you in new trouble soon. You've gotten yourself... take care, friend. Oh my goodness! Thalmor robes are the real deal. Gauntlets of alchemy. Yeah. Okay, well... Wow. This actually was a bit of a massacre. Can I just throw over something that is... I mean, for the hefty carry weight I've got, surely I've got something heavy that I don't need. Yeah, I can throw the sword and... I can give over the battle axe, why not? Anything else up here? Okay, what was the Thalmor's orders? Probably just attack here. Agent Sanyon. In response to your report dated 22nd Morningstar 401, your request for an expeditionary force is hereby denied. Shannon, this is the 7th report you have filed this month, and not one of your leads, not one, has turned up so much as a shred of evidence that a Talos shrine exists in the Lake Ilanalta region. No prisoners, no documents, nothing. Our forces are stretched thin enough as it is, and I have better missions, better agents to assign them to. If you're so sure your informant, investigate this yourself. Come back with proof, or not at all. By my hand and seal, Elwyn. Well, he found it. Treasure map, okay. Riverwood. There's a tree we need to look for, and you can see the mill and all. I like these treasure hunts. This should be easy. We have Arvel's journal. Fishing map for Whiterun. Oh, yes. Good enough for me, I suppose. The letter from Sven is fake letter. I will look more into that later. Arvel's journal. I will read once I get around to that bit. Oh, another one. I probably should go and sell some of this. Yeah, that's next plan. I came up here and I didn't realize how many bodies were just strewn about. Anyway. Oh, yonder I wonder. Whoa. Look at me, like a proper adventure. Picking Mountain Far. Waiting on an Elder Scrolls 6 release. I really hope it looks something like this. I have a deep-seated suspicion it mightn't look like this, and it'll take modders to get it to look like this. But if it so much as looks as pretty as this, we are on to a winner. I've had long enough to do it, I suppose. What's mad, there's been like is it like 4 or 5 years since the announcement of Elder Scrolls 6? That's frightening when you think about it. All that time has passed. What have we been doing? Playing video games. It's been epic. Yeah, well, I suppose he got his claw back for him, so he can be thankful about that. What time is it? Oh, it's like 5:30 here. It's a bit of a foggy day. Is what it is. I'm hoping to actually get this treasure before nightfall. I would have went to get it now, but I'm a little... not scared, I'm a little ponderous of whether that'll be a good idea. Well, I probably wouldn't have the carry weight to bring everything home. Bearing that in mind, we will keep on going. Well, there's the mill. So the place I'm looking for is like over there. It seemed like a pretty easy one to find. Mora Tapanella. In we go. Hopefully he has a good bit of gold for me to spend. Hello there.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
I could steal it again. Nah. You give me like 400
Thank
gold.
you. Trinkets, odds and ends.
Okay, he's got 300 or 700 gold again. Okay, just honestly, you can just get rid of all the stuff that I don't want. I would be happy enough. Right, so let's look at it. I have the woodcutter's axe. You can have the mace. You can have the longbow, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Nordic sword of chills. I kind of want to swing it about for a bit. I'll see if the weight works out well. Blue cows, robe, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need. Wow, my prices are so bad what it told me the value was in many of these. But hey, if you get this many, you deserve it. I'll take the alchemy ones. Why not? I mean, yeah, we'll go with that. Oh no! Well, this is going to start building up into a problem. I'll have to get rid of that. I'm going to have to get a house or something somewhere. Yeah, we might have to be a little less loot goblin-y for a bit. I think. Okay, so these are weighing stuff. That's weighing stuff. For a lot of this could probably go. Well, there we go. We have officially got everything out of him. I suppose I could try and buy something off him. That might work. He's got a steel warhammer. Ah, wait, that's currently what we're rocking. Isn't it? Yeah, it's not an iron one. Am I rocking an iron one? No. Steel. Yeah, it is steel. I thought that.
Till next time.
Yeah, no worries, man. Wait, hold on. What else?
Odds and ends, that sort of thing.
You've got a raised zombie. I've already got that. Oak flesh, lesser ward, all these. Yeah, we got that. Don't need any of that. You've got glass and all. Oh, house parts. I don't need to worry about any of that. For food, don't need. We'll take some potions of magic, I suppose. A potion of healing. Because that's some of the stuff that kind of messed me up a wee bit earlier, so, you know, I kind of got a bone to pick with that. Damn, iron armor weighs a ton. Literal ton. Might have to swap it up a wee bit. He says as he is carrying a very heavy warhammer, a woodcutter's axe, among other things. I'll keep the bow. Bow might be useful. I'll use this sword of chills for a bit.
Till next time.
No worries, let's bounce out. Haven't even been into your woman's house yet. And she said I could chill there for a bit. So, I wonder, can I get a good... No. Can I use this forge? I can make hinges, iron fittings, lockpicks, nails. Okay, so this is like what I can make. Assuming these are all pretty lackluster. They're none of these are particularly amazing. Fair enough. Noted. Workbench? What's it do? it's fine. So what? It's just slightly better then. And with the Talon rack, I'm sure I can make some leather out of. Nordic tailoring. Don't know what that is. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Right, what way am I rocking? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, I'm not wearing gauntlets. Give me my gauntlets. Give me the minor alchemy ones for the potions that I'm totally not gonna be doing. Okay, let's go get this treasure map. Let's make a very important decision to save the game. So, oh, the alchemy station here. Is there like anything in the crate? Oh, there is. Oh, a roll of paper. Okay, choose an item destroyed and learn its enchantment, or combine an item. Frost damage enchantment from destroying it. Okay. Okay, I destroyed them too and learned Fortify Magicka and Regen and Frost damage. Now, can I put this with this? And okay. Yes? Yes. I think. Oh, did we just make an ice warhammer? Yes, look at this. Look at this beast. As if I didn't already hit like a truck. Hold on a second. I think it's telling me to go a little further up. It's not here. Treasure map. I don't know if it was that specific, but we'll find out. Okay, it's a tree that's hanging over, right. Okay, I'm gonna presume it's not up there. And it's not this far down. Right, essentially what it's saying is it's like here. So we'll go to our little custom marker. We just need to find a big tree that's hanging over. Ahaha! That has to be it. There's not too many massive trees like that. And I see a chest. Damn right I see a chest. A treasure chest? Oh, that's class. What a great start. Between that and the emerald, you could buy any weapon you want from the trader guy. I mean, isn't that what everyone loves to see? Okay. Niece's cabin I want to go and visit now. Let's see if we can make... Oh, I can scale up to it. That saves me doing a little walk later on. Right, let's just read the last bit of material we've got on us. My fingers are trembling, the golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool-looking Valerius has no idea of his favourite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now I just need to get the halls of stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in your palm of your hands. Okay, that was short and sweet. We've read everything we've picked up so far. That's pretty good. Apart from the fake letter from Sven, but I don't need to worry too much about that. Anyway, that's I'm gonna wait till morning. Okay, I waited and I don't know who this is. Who are you?
I am waiting for a good death.
What?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Okay, perhaps I could give you the death. Why do you wish to die?
My time has come. I am old, Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Okay, I'm assuming I've got to beat him here. But that's for the next episode. Thank you for watching.